Students, whatever homework is given to you, you have to submit it on the very next day between 8 am to 1 pm to the given WhatsApp number, and it is compulsory to submit your homework as your attendance will be marked on the basis of your submission.
Good morning, children. The previous session we have learned about the equations which are not in linear form, but we can make that in the linear equation in two variables by giving some suitable substitutions. In this session also we are going to the continuation of that, but here we are going to discuss about the word problems. Yesterday we have done like that way, the problems were given, then you have to solve by that. Here some of the word problems were given. You are going to get equations which are not already in linear form, but you have to make it, you have to reduce it to the linear equation in two variables by giving suitable substitutions. You might have cleared what I have said today. Now the example number 19 of your textbook, just you open the textbook, that is a very important sum. It's going to be asked in the board examination. You also mark it in your notebook also, that is an important sum. Look, question is that a boat goes 30 km upstream and 44 km downstream in 10 hours. Second part, in 13 hours, it can go 40 km downstream, upstream and 55 km downstream. Determine the speed of the stream and that of the boat in still water. So as you know that, here two terms you are not knowing. What is that? Downstream and upstream. What is meant by that? First of all, you have to suppose two variables here. Which are the variables you are going to suppose that? Let the speed of the boat in still water, it is equal to x kilometer per hour, and the speed of the stream. Stream is also having one speed. So when they both are, that means boat and the stream, both are going in the same direction, we will denote by the term downstream. Got it, children? That means you know that speed of the boat is x kilometer per hour and speed of the stream is y kilometer per hour. So downstream means you will get x plus y. Speed will be total. That means x is also there, same time y. Both are pushing to one side. That means x plus y. The speed of the boat in downstream will be x plus y kilometer per hour. Now, second case, what is that? Speed of the boat in upstream. Upstream means a stream direction. That means the speed of the stream in one direction and speed of the boat in opposite direction. That means like this way you can say that if you are supposing the speed will, the x will be like this way and speed of the stream will be like this way. That means here you are going to get x total speed. How will you get it? X minus y. This is the upstream. So now you are got clear, I think so, what is meant by downstream and what is meant by upstream. Downstream means the stream of the river as well as the boat going in the same direction. Therefore, we can say that downstream it will be x plus y total speed, and in upstream it will be x minus y. Always you know that the speed of the boat is greater than the speed of the stream. Therefore, we are taking that x is greater than y. So we get x plus y kilometer per hour and speed of the boat in upstream is x minus y kilometer per hour. This much you clear? Now, next one, here some timing wording is given. What is the time? In 30 hours, 10 hours, the boat goes 40 kilometer, 44 kilometer up downstream and 30 kilometer upstream. That is the question. So you have already learned this formula. What is that? Time is equal to distance upon speed. So first case T1, that means time taken for the upstream. Upstream is equal to how many hours upstream? It will be 30 kilometer and downstream it will be 44 kilometer. So time is equal to distance upon speed. So distance means 30 kilometer. In which stream? Upstream. Upstream, what is the total speed? X minus y. The first case, time is 30 upon x minus y. I have denoted it as T1. Second case, second that also T2 is equal to, that means time taken for the downstream. This is upstream, this is the downstream. That is 44 upon x plus y. That means distance is 44 there, speed is there, x plus y. Because we know that downstream it will be x plus y, upstream it will be x minus y. Now 30 upon x minus y plus, that means both, if you are summing up, what is the total time taken? 10 hours. That means 30 upon x minus y, upstream and downstream. Total time taken is equal to how many hours? 10 hours. So first equation you got that 30 by x minus y plus 44 by x plus y is equal to 10. And this equation is not a linear equation of two variables. You have to reduce it. Second case again, how much kilometer or how much distance in down upstream? It is that 40. That means 40 upon x minus y. And next 55 kilometer it has drawn for a what downstream. That means 55 upon x plus y is equal to total time taken it as 13. That means second equation also you got it. Now clear this one. Here 30 kilometer upstream, 44 kilometer downstream, and total time taken was 10 hours. Second case 40 kilometer in upstream, 55 kilometer in downstream, and total time is 13 hours. Now you know that here these two equations are not linear equation of two variables. You have to reduce it into the pair of linear equation in two variables. Let us do how it is that we have to substitute that. Let 1 by x minus y is equal to a and 1 by x plus y is equal to b. The two equations you have got, it's not in linear form. We are going to make it reduce it to the linear equation in two variables. That means these are the two equations you already got from the word problems. And from that, what you are going to substitute here to make it linear equation, 1 upon x minus y is equal to a and 1 upon x plus y is equal to b. Then this equation will be changed into 30 into 1 by x minus y. That means 30 into a plus 44 into 1 by x plus y. 1 by x plus y substitution is that b. 30a plus 44b is equal to 10. That means this equation 10 you have changed into equation number 3 in another two variables. Which are the variables we have taken? A and b. Second equation also we have changed like that way, which is going to get 40a plus 55 by b is equal to 30. Now these two equations, according to your own convenience, you can do by cross multiplication, elimination, here substitution, whatever method. Here I opted that elimination method. So equation number 3 I multiplied by 4 and equation number 4 I multiplied by 3 for eliminating the variable a. Because of that you got two equations like this way. Then after subtraction, that means these are the two equations you already got that 5 and 6. Then equation 5 minus equation 6. So it will be eliminated and you are going to get 11b is equal to 1. That means b is equal to 1 by 11. Now substituting the value of b is equal to 1 by 11 in which equation? Third equation. You are going to substitute the 30a plus 44 into b. Instead of b what we will put? 1 by 11 is equal to 10. Now 30a plus 44 and 11 will be cancelled. 4 is equal to 10. That means 30a is equal to 10 minus 4 equal to 6 plus 4 that side minus 4. 30a equal to 6, then a equal to 6 by 30 is equal to 1 by 5. Now you have got the values of the other two variables, which are they? A and b. But you have to get the x and y value. What you are supposed for x and y? X is the speed of the boat and y is the speed of the stream. Now we substitute the value of a and b where you are supposed 1 by x minus y is equal to a and 1 by x plus y is equal to b. That means 1 by x minus y is equal to a. What is a? Our 1 by 5 and 1 by x plus y is equal to b. B means now you got 1 upon 11. Now both the equations again you have to do by elimination method. Two more equations you have got. What is that? X minus y is equal to 5 and x plus y is equal to 11. Now while adding these two together, because you know that addition minus y and plus y will be cancelled, x plus x it will come 2x, 11 plus 5 it will come 16. So x is equal to 8. Now substitute this value of x in any of the equation. I substituted in this first equation. The second equation, that means x plus y is equal to 11. 8 plus y is equal to 11. That means y is equal to 3. Now what do you do? Write that. Therefore, speed of the boat is equal to how much? 8 kilometer per hour. And speed of the stream is equal to how much? 3 kilometer per hour. That is the final answer. Speed of the boat and speed of the stream. Now I think so you have understood this question very clearly. This very important question. You have to do it in your notebook also on the examples. Now let us move to the other sum. Look at now exercise 3.6 question number 2 sub question 2. It's also very important question. That question also you have to mark it as important. What was the question? 2 women and 5 men can together finish an embroidery work in 4 days, while 3 women and 6 men can finish it in 3 days. Find the time taken by 1 woman alone to finish the work and also time taken by 1 man alone to finish the work. That means the question is given that by completing 2 men and 5 women. 2 women and 5 men can complete in 4 days. And other one is given that 3 women and 6 men can finish it in the 3 days. Now let us take the first part. But you will suppose that let the 1 woman alone can finish. This one you have to find out. Then you will write it as x and y. We have to suppose for x and y. Let 1 woman can finish this work. 1 woman alone. She can finish the work in how many days? X days. Same time, the 1 man alone can finish the work in y days. This is the question it is asked. 1 woman alone, how much time taken, or 1 man alone, how much days will take. Now, according to the data, we can say that this is the x days she can finish 1 work. Now, question is that how can she finish 1 woman? 1 woman can finish in 1 day. Here it is x days. X days she can finish 1 work. Clear for you? X days she can finish 1 work. Now, question is that work done by 1 woman in 1 day. X days she finishing 1 work. So 1 day how much she will be finished? 1 upon x. Clear for you? 1 upon x. That means 1 upon x part of the work. X part. X day she can finish 1 work. So 1 day she will finish how many parts? 1 by x part. Same day work done by 1 man in 1 day. Y days he can finish 1 work. But our question is that work done by 1 man in how many days? 1 day. 1 day how much he is going to complete. So how much part? 1 by y part. Now this much completed. Then after that question first part is given that 2 women and 5 men. 2 women how many work will be done? 1 woman in 1 day will do 1 by x part. Then 2 women it will be done by work done by 2 women it will be 2 into 1 upon x. Work done by 5 men in 1 day. These all are the 1 day cases. 1 day it is that 5 into 1 by 1. Now total together, that means 2 women and 5 men can work in how many days? Told 4 days. The 2 women can work in 1 day, it is 2 into 1 by x. Work done by 5 men in 1 day, it is 5 into 1 by 1. But you have got that answer in 4 days. That means 2 women and 5 men can work in 4 days. Then 1 day how much work will be done? 1/4 of this work. Is it right? So what we will do that 2 women, that means 2 women can work done by 2 women in 1 day is 2 by x, and work done by 5 men in 1 day is 5 by y. But here question is that 4 days. So you will write that 2 by x plus 5 by y, 1 day it will be done 1/4 part of this work. Clear for you? So you will write as 1/4 part is equal to 1/4, because here it is given 4 days. 1 day they are going to complete this much work. So how many days they are going to complete now? 4 days. So you will write as 4. Otherwise you can multiply 4 here also. That means 4 into 2 by x. That means 4 days they can complete in 1 day. Like that way you have to do. Otherwise this way also it will done. Both are correct equation only. That means 4 into 2 by x plus 5 by y is equal to 1 work. Otherwise you can say that 1 day how much work will be done? 1 upon 4 work. 4th part of this work. So first equation you have got. How many days? How many women? 2 women and 5 men. So work done by 2 women in 1 day. 1 day is equal to 2 by x. 5 men in 1 day is equal to 5 by y. But here this question clue, it is given that 2 women and 5 men can work in 4 days. So 1 day, we are combining that 1 day case. That means 2 by x plus 5 by y is equal to 1/4 part of this work. First equation you got. Second case, again, there the number of men and women changed. How many women? 3 women. And how many men? 6 men. So again the same question. That means a woman, 2 women in 1 day. Here will be 3 women in 1 day. That means 3 into 1 by x. And work done by how many men? 6 men. That means 6 into 1 by 1. But they are going to complete it in by 3 days. But we have to find out the work in 1 day. So what we will write that 1 by 3 part of the work will be due in 1 day. Because total 3 days it will be taken. So 1 day it will be, how much it will be? 1/3 part of that work is equal to 1/3. Now 2 equations you already got. One equation 2 by x plus 5 by y is equal to 1 by 4. Other one 3 by x plus 6 by y is equal to 1 by 3. Now both the equations you have to, these both equations are not linear equation. You have to make it into, reduce it into the linear equation. For that what you will substitute, let 1 by x is equal to a and 1 by y is equal to b. So you will get first equation 2a plus 5b is equal to 1 by 4. Cross multiply 4. So 4 2s are 8a plus 4 5s are 20b is equal to 1. Here also 8a plus 3a plus this one. 3a plus 6b is equal to 1 by 3. 3 cross multiply here. 9a plus 18b is equal to 1. 2 equations you have got it. These 2 equations when you are doing, you are going to get the value of a and b. And after getting a and b, you have to resubstitute the value of a as x. 1 upon x is equal to a and 1 upon y is equal to b. You will get that what is the answer for that. One woman alone can finish the work in how many days? One man alone can finish work in y days. Okay, so that remaining you can solve yourself because it is a linear equation form already I have made it. Then you have to just do that substitution method, elimination method. You have to find out a, then its reciprocal will be x because 1 upon x is equal to a. Suppose you have got a is equal to 1 by 5, so you can write that x is equal to 5. That means reciprocal you have to take. Here also 1 by y is equal to b. That means b already you have got it. So y also you can find out. The remaining you can do. Only the problem is that how to make that linear equations. Now I think so you got it clear. It's a very important question. You have to note down in your notebook. This question you should complete remaining part. That means substitution, elimination that you can do yourself. Okay children, clear for it? Now next last question is that Ruhi travels 300 km to her home partly by train and partly by bus. She takes 4 hours if she travels 60 km by train and remaining by bus. If she travels 100 km by train and remaining by bus, she takes 10 minutes longer. Find the speed of the train and bus respectively. You can do yourself, but there is a question that second clue, it is given that she takes 10 minutes longer. That means before she was taken 4 hours. Now she is going to take 4 hours 10 minutes. 4 hours 10 minutes, how will you change it into hours? You will write it that 4 into 1 by 6. That means 4 and 1 by 6. Clear? That is the only thing I want to explain here. The remaining you can do yourself because here this person going partly by train and partly by bus. So how many kilometers he goes? She goes by train and bus is given. First clue it is clearly written that she takes 4 hours travel 60 km by train. So the speed of the train you will write as x and the speed of the bus you will take it as y. So you know the formula that time is equal to distance upon speed. So 60 upon x plus next one is that partly by remaining by bus. Total distance she has to cover 300. So remaining by bus means how much it is remaining? 240 upon y is equal to how much it is that time taken is given that 4 hours. But second equation it is given that 100 km by train and remaining means 200 km by bus. But here it is given that 4 hours 10 minutes. Here you will make a mistake. 10 minutes more. 10 minutes more means 4 hours 10 minutes. This you have to change into hours. You know that 10 minutes is equal to how many hours? 10 minutes is equal to 1 by 6 hours. Why it is 10 upon 60? 10 upon 60 means 1 by 6. 4 and 1 by 6. So you will get 100 upon x plus 200 upon y is equal to 400 4 and 1 upon 6. This is a mixed fraction. So you can make it as the fraction how it is 4 is 6 are 24 plus 1 25 upon 6. This is the only thing I want to explain. The remaining you can do. 1 by x is equal to a and 1 by y is equal to b. You have to make the equation in the linear form and find out the values of that two variables. Again you have to substitute that values of a and b in here and you will get x and y. So here 4 and hours 10 minutes, that you have to change it into hours. That's what I want to explain here. Now I think so you got clear all the sums. Now this chapter is now finished now. All the exercise you have to finish, examples also you have to finish at the proper time and attach that file to our WhatsApp number. Clear for you children? Now okay, bye bye. See you in the next section.